Okay, let's see if we can get these things embedded. I am logged into my WordPress somewhere around here. Here we go. And I'm going to add a new blog. Okay, we're here in the new blog, and this will be the Google Docs post. I really can type. Going to add the category of portfolio. You should already have the category from last week. There we go. The first thing we need to do is put it on HTML. Now when it's in visual like this, you have all the editing and things like that. HTML is raw code. And you can still do things in HTML. Notice it's got the tags for bold and italics and things like that. But the main thing is the code that Google Docs is going to give you, you can put on there. Now let's find my document here. I'm going to use this Google Calendar crib sheet. Now I said you can embed it in a window. I'm changing that. If you still have embedded it in a window, I'm not going to penalize that, of course. But we're going to make this easy. We're going to go to Publish to Web. And I'm just going to grab this document link. Now I've already started publishing it. When you go to it, it's going to look like that. I'm going to hit Start Publishing. Okay, there we go. Instead of grabbing the embed code, which we can't really resize and we get that little window, I'm just going to grab the document link and copy it. I'm going to come back over here to the Add New Post. Now you'll do this with whatever worksheet you create. I'm going to call it the Google Calendar crib sheet. I'm going to highlight it and make it a link. And the URL will be that one that we just got from Google Docs. Add link. I'm going to look at it in visual just to make sure it worked, and yes, it did work. And the next, we want to embed a questionnaire. I'm just going to create the form again. Create a form. I'm just going to create a couple of sample questions here. You don't have, I don't know what you're going to put on it, but these are going to be our sample questions. Yours will actually have real questions on it of some kind. When we're in here, I'm going to embed it. See the embed code right there? And it's going to give me this iframe link, which I'm going to copy and take over to our WordPress. And I'm going to paste that code in. Now, if you'll notice, it has a width and a height. The width may be too much for your blog. There's the width right there. You can adjust that. For example, let's preview it and see how it looks. And it looks fine in my blog, but if you wanted it to be just a little smaller, we could go change that, and you could just play with it a little bit. I'm going to change it to 500, and it will be fine with that. So the last thing we're going to get is the Google Calendar. You go up to this little gear up here and go to Calendar Settings, and you will have put the weekly date of our class in for your calendar. We're going to Calendars. Notice I just clicked on each level of the calendar there. Now if you want to personalize the calendar, customize the color, the size, everything like that, you can click this link here. And you know, I want the title on it, yes or no, and you see the calendar changing as I'm clicking it. Grab that code, copy it, paste it, and we should be done, but I'm going to look at it visually here. You can see where that form is going to be, and we're going to see where that is. So let's publish it. I'm going to see how it looks. There's the link to the crib sheet. There is the form we filled out. And there's the calendar. Now probably what the reason there's so much space on that form is that, let's go look at the HTML here. Its height is 859. That's probably where all that dead space comes from. I'm just going to make it 600 and I bet it'll look better. Viewing the post. Yeah, that's better. But there, I have the link to the calendar crib sheet. That was my document I created. I have the link to the questionnaire I created, well, the embed of it, and then I have the embed of the calendar. You know how to get in touch with me if you've got problems.